Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video, I am going to talk to you again about Kratom. But for those of you who've sort of been, riding me a little bit or a lot of bit because of my commentary on Kratom, this video is for you. And hopefully instead of, posting comments about how, I'm infringing on your rights or I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm hoping this one, you'll give me a thumbs up. Opinion: don't let synthetic opioids hijack the conversation around natural Kratom. And I'll put a link to this article in the description for the video. The recent Bridge, Michigan commentary about Kratom reflects a fear that many families feel across the country right now. Products misleadingly sold under the quote, natural Kratom label are becoming increasingly confusing, increasingly potent, and increasingly dangerous. Yeah, this is the stuff I'm talking about that causes irreparable damage sometimes. This is the stuff you buy in gas stations that's frying out kids' brains. That concern should not be dismissed. Michigan communities are right to ask hard questions about what is being sold in gas stations, smoke shops, and convenience stores under the Kratom name. But Michigan lawmakers and regulators also cannot afford to ignore an equally important reality. The products driving these alarming headlines and devastating losses are not natural Kratom leaf at all. Instead, they are lab-made Kratom derivatives like synthetic 7-OH, which behave far differently than natural Kratom leaf, a traditional botanical consumed for generations and used today by 23 million Americans. I learn something every day. And a couple of weeks ago, a very nice lady posted that she's been using Kratom, natural Kratom, to treat various medical conditions. And honestly, that was the first I'd heard of it. And now there's an article here. So if that lady is watching this video, this is for you. And thank you for educating me. For all those other people who get all bent out of shape because I'm upset about what's being sold in gas stations, what can I tell you? I'm going to stay on the bandwagon. This distinction matters. For centuries, natural Kratom leaf has been used in Southeast Asia, typically brewed as a tea or consumed in its raw form, and it has an established safety profile that dangerous synthetic derivatives do not. For years, I lived in agony from fibromyalgia, sciatica, and severe chronic pain. At one point, I was taking so many prescription medications that I spent nearly a decade largely bedridden. I missed moments with my children, and my family watched me slowly disappear, under the weight of both chronic pain and the medications meant to manage it. Natural Kratom helped me reclaim my life. Not overnight and not magically, but enough that I could function again, spend time with my family, and begin stepping away from the pharmaceutical regime that had plagued my life for years. Okay, I'll let you read this for yourself. You see where I'm going with this. Look, I don't doubt there's medicinal purposes for things like Kratom, natural Kratom, and even marijuana. But in the world that I live in, right, which is dealing with families who are really suffering because somebody in their family, typically an adult child, has a severe substance use disorder, can't stop using marijuana, can't stop using this gas station Kratom, or whatever else they're buying. That's where I come from, okay? So please understand that. So if there's a loved one in your family and they're having an issue with any kind of substance or even mental health issues and you're tired of the chaos, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, we'd like to talk to you. Let's have a conversation about what options may or may not be available to you. So please either call us, post in the comments, but reach out to us because you're not powerless, you're not out of options, but let's have that conversation. If there's an issue going on in your family and I've not made a video about it, let me know. Post in the comments. I will make you a video. Because if it's affecting your family, I'm sure it's affecting somebody else's. And I make this content so you can get the information that you need. Also in the description for this video is a link to our brand new book, all about the Marchman Act. I spent months working on this thing, and it's free. Okay, all you got to do is click on the link, put your name, your email address in, and it will shoot you a link to that email address so you can download this book. So it's 9 chapters, all about the Marchman Act, and more importantly, there's a video at the end of each chapter. It's me standing there looking like a lawyer in a shirt and tie, talking to you. And all you got to do is just download it. And I try to give you as much value and information as I can. We're working on other stuff. I want families to get the information they need. Not what's on Google, not the garbage on ChatGPT, real life information based on experience of speaking to thousands of families and filing hundreds of cases all over the state of Florida. So please download the book. If you like this content, please give me a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm, helps us to get this content out to more people, which means we can help more families. So please, I'd be grateful for this. And if you want more of this content that I make every single day, please subscribe to the channel. With that said, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.